Hey, beautiful soul. Today we're gonna talk a little bit about how to move forward when you don't know where to start. And this is very interesting topic, and is quite often very difficult for all of us, because I was many times in that kind of situation. I wanted something and I completely didn't know how to make it work for me. It wasn't even possible in my mind to see that kind of move when you feeling like you are stuck, and how to make the step. And one of the most important thing is to, in that moment, to not put pressure on yourself. I know it's very easy to say, but when you don't see something, when you're stuck in something, that's fine, because you don't know, you're not aware of, like, actually you are stuck. When you realizing you are stuck, it's different thing, because now you want to change, because now you know this is too small for you, and because you know this doesn't work for you anymore. This doesn't bring you any more safety net, even if this wasn't working for you. Even if this had a negative effect for you, when you realize about that, them it losing their power, and this is not anymore safe for you. And when you don't feel like that anymore, that means this doesn't bring you some kind of pleasure, especially when it's negative effect, when the situation has a negative effect. And when you feel that, when you realize about that, when you sense that, when you already know that, and you decided, I don't want that anymore in my life, I want to change that kind of feeling, I'm really ready. And and you feel extremely confused, because you really want to move forward, you really want to do something what you never did before, and you completely don't know how to start. You completely don't know where to go, what to do, how to move. And this is very sad and difficult moment for you to be in that kind of situation. But that's why the universe wants you, darling, to know everything is fine. And in moments like that, please remember to be kind to yourself. Be purely kind to yourself, because in the moments like that, it's very tough when we very harsh on ourselves, like we demanding from ourselves more to move somewhere, even if especially when we don't know where, then how you can move. And when you harsh with yourself in moments like that, you bringing much bigger confusion, much bigger stagnation, and also you bringing some kind of negative thoughts, negative feelings, negative energies. And the universe wants you to remember, darling, you are already, when you want to move, you don't know how, you already have enough of on the plate in that moment to feel like you are stuck and you can't move. And it doesn't make sense if you're gonna be adding more negative thoughts, feelings, or the way how you, I'm hearing strongly for you, how you communicate with you in the moments like that. This is like you demanding from yourself some kind of growth, or you demanding from yourself the effects, and if you don't bring them, you punishing yourself by talking to yourself in a very negative way. And when you do that, this doesn't help you and make your journey even more harder, and more struggle for yourself. And the universe wants me to give you the example of myself. For example, I decided a long time ago I'm gonna be doing the YouTube channel like this one, and I saw myself, I'm gonna be doing the video, blah blah blah, spiritual one, helping people to wake up or guide them through the journey. And I knew it, I want to do that, and I knew it is gonna take time and effort to do. But I also knew it, I need to sort out my private life to have stable home, and around myself quite stable life. Like when I start to do the YouTube, I want to focus on it, but with the positive energy. And to do that, I need to feel positive with myself first. And the issue it was, I had previous job, and I was abused by my two colleagues, like, mental abuse and all kind of unpleasant, messy, shitty situations at work. And I knew it, the YouTube channel was calling me and calling me, but I knew it, even I really wanted, but I couldn't because I had always some issues at work, and this issues was killing me at home in a private space. Instead of feeling positive, I was feeling really negative with myself, my life. And I knew it, I can't bring that messy energy to your YouTube channel. I knew it somehow, I need to sort out that mess first. And of course, I asked the universe how to do that, give me the strength, blah, blah, blah. It took me quite a long time. But in that year, first I changed the job. And I started new job in September, and this was amazing place because I was working for in that place in that for that company, but in different place a few years back, and I knew it, there are much more chill, much more peaceful people, much less stress and more calm environment, and this was exactly something what I needed before I gonna start, for example, YouTube channel. And and the point is, when I changed the job from this really tough and heavy and very stressful and really emotionally exhausted place, I had through summertime, I had like a little bit break. I went to the GP and I asked for the sickness, quite long sickness, like, to deal with that mess. And in the meantime, the universe helped me to find a new job. I done all the applications because I took off like 1.5 months from that job, like the sick note. I don't know how to call, like you are sick for a few weeks. And the point is, in the meantime, I decided I can't go back there because this is not healthy place for me. And if I want to do something positive for you, I need to feel good with myself first. And I found this new job. I started this new job in the September, and I had already more positive energy because I left in the past something negative, and I started with good attitude, and everything was fine. And of course, new place take a little bit time from you to settle. And I, even if I was very happy, this place, it was even much better than few years before, than few years than I accept. If them I was working for the same company but in different place. This was even much better. I didn't expect something like that. It's perfect, suits me and match me, and plenty time at work for everything what I want to do. If I could meditate, I can go for walks, I can lay down in the garden, on the grass, I can do whatever you don't have, for example, time at home. I can read. There is plenty time for everything. And I start to be upset with myself because I expect, okay, I changed the job, now it's time, now is the YouTube channel, blah blah blah, now I'm moving, blah blah blah. And I choose in this place, I have like a long day. Sometimes I work up to like 15 hours, but many times I finish much early because this is amazing place and I have paid for the full day. But the point is, I was going there, and after a few weeks I realized I had still some trainings to catch up, to learn, blah blah blah. That's normal. I was very positive, new place, stable, calm, and all good things. But after a few weeks flat, like collapse energetically. Lots of people there like sleeping during the day, lazy, just whole day watching movies and just the TikToks or something like that, and nothing what they can grow from it, and they wasting their whole day like that at work. And I was thinking, and I start to become like one of them, and I was like telling to myself, I don't want to be like that because I changed the job to make something what is more important for me. And then when I came that, I was like sleepy, lazy, couldn't do anything, wasting time at work, after work, and I was like upset with myself. And I was putting like lots of negative thoughts to myself, like pressure. You said you're gonna change the job and you start the YouTube channel and you didn't, you this, you that, you lazy, you blah blah blah. And lucky the guides, I always listen to guides, and guides was like, shush, stop bringing that negative things in your place. And they just showed me waiting room, just trust, don't put negative thoughts to your mind, because this doesn't help you. In the right moment, trust one small thing at a time. Don't put pressure on yourself. Give yourself time. And before I realized, and I think I added just once more, I thought to myself, you know what? At least smoothie. Every time when I go to work, I do in the morning smoothie for myself. I remember I started with that small, tiny thing. And still I was a little bit grumpy. This took me a few months. I was even one person in somewhere else was asking me what I'm working on. I was saying like, you know what? I'm now. I feel strange. I don't know what it is. I'm feeling like I'm sitting in the waiting room, and I don't expect anything. I don't put pressure on myself. I remember, like I said this to one person, and after a time we will see. It took me few months before I started recording this. It took me few months to sitting there, and during these few months I changed so many things in myself, the small things around me. Before I realized, I was meditating, spending time when I was at work. I bec uh, One colleague started buying the gym things. I started to do the gym things at work, and before I realized, I was meditating in the morning. I was sitting in the garden, and I'm doing that. I'm laying down on the grass, look at the sky, and I'm doing all these positive things. I removed Netflix from my app. I don't watch movies at work, and all that small things. It took me a few months before I did what I really planned to do. And the universe showed me, darling, this is something like the waiting room, because you had so much pressure. And in these few months, I was actually still releasing and grieving these negative experiences which one I had just few months before. And the universe showed me like, you don't want to start something new with that kind of messy energy. Even if you removed yourself from the place, energetically this mess still was around me, and I needed few months to feel safe, few months to settle. Like, I don't need to be again constantly attacked by somebody at work, and after dealing with that at home with lots of emotional pain. And when I changed the place, I still energetically, this messy energy was around me. Still, I was grieving. Lots of these bad moments, these bad experiences was coming through that time. That's why I was like messy. That's why I didn't know how to do, what to do, where to start. But I remember the universe was reminding me so strongly, be kind, be kind. And I was telling myself, okay, I don't know what's happening. I don't know yet exactly fully the picture. I don't know why I don't have this energy. I don't know why I'm even less motivated than in this heavy job. I don't know what's happening here, but I know this is waiting room. I trust, I believe. I add some small shake or some this movie, or after, the gym, small things in this around this few months. And before I realized, I'm recording daily, long or short doesn't matter. But in the meantime, I was sitting in this waiting room with myself. I was clearing, releasing these negative energies. I was adding just small things which one universe showed me, angels, or I was just waiting, being in this grumpy moment, in this lazy, and in this lazy energy, because this energy was releasing this stress from me, from my body physically. And it took me that long time. But before I realized, I'm on, now I feel like I'm completely on different planet with myself. And sometimes it's the important thing, just really be kind with yourself, especially when it's messy, especially when you I stopped be harsh with myself, and I didn't put the pressure like, oh, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to that, look, and you're proving yourself, you are lazy, you this, you that. Don't talk like that to yourself, because the universe showed me, I'm showing you on my own example. I said, I don't know, I have enough of this messy energy. I'm gonna wait until this moment pass through, because I believe in the universe, I believe in angels, I believe in the guidance. When they telling me trust, be kind with yourself, one small thing, and trust the process. And also, what is very important, darling, through that heavy journey, don't feel shame with you to change your mind about something, to change your decision. because usually when you don't know where to start or how to start, when you stuck and you want to move forward, first thing for sure, this supposed to be something different, something what you normally don't do in your life. That is the proof, and this is the process when you can see your own growth, when you do the move when normally you don't do, when you bring some kind of change in your life, something what you normally never was doing or you never even thought you can do. But also, one of the biggest and very powerful moments in our life are especially when you do something what you for example, what you were saying, oh, I never do that. Oh, or I don't believe in angels. This is rubbish. This is bullshit. I was like that. Yeah, it was rubbish. 100% for me, it was bullshit. Until one day I tried, and now I'm the happiest person on this planet, and I can't believe how easy life it is, how fruitful life it is. And I changed something what I was sure this is not real. Also, for example, they showing me like universe showing me like with my boobs, for example. Before, when I was going to the clubs, yeah, I was always showing my boobs, but just in the clubs or something like that. During the day at work, or Monday is today for me, during the day wearing any kind of top with open boobs, it was always like shameful, like dirty, like how dare you, or like it looks like you are easy, or this or that. It was like I had lots of negative feelings about that. And when I saw the girl, for example, before, like with the boobs on when they looks nice, I was like thinking they looks really nice with this beautiful top, but how dare she wearing something like that here or there, and I had something like that in my head. And when I started feeling good with myself, but inside, purely inside with myself, when I changed my body, I lost weight. First, I was very thin, but I didn't get boobs at all. I always wanted to have boobs, the plastic one, to pay for them whole my life, because I always had small ones. And few years ago I gained quite a lot of weight, at least minimum 10 kilo extra, few bigger sizes. For me it was huge, and I didn't wanted that because I felt really it wasn't me. I asked the universe helped me for the last 2 years to lose the weight. I lost at least 10 kilo. I came back to the person who I like to be for myself, but universe left for me the boobs, because I was always saying all my life, one day I gonna do the operation, I pay for them, and I gonna get the plastic ones. I don't say this is bad, this was the dream which I wanted. But when I start to feeling good with myself inside, I decided, you know what, no, I don't put nothing inside. I accept them. When I could do the operation, when I was finally mentally prepared for that, I decided, no, I love myself the way how actually I like them. They're sweet, and I accept them. When I accept them, I gained with like this weight, like extra 10 kilo. After I asked the universe, please help me to remove that, and we work on that like 2 years with personal training, diet, or whatever, lots of struggles, but it was worth it. I came back to my weight, to my look, the way how I likes, but universe gave me the surprise. I followed, I trust, and I accept the way how I looks, and the universe left for me beautiful big boobs. And normally this never happens, because every girl which I meet in my life, every girl who gained the weight, of course you have big boobs at the end when you're gaining a lot of weight, and the boobs are first where you lose them. They are again coming back like small, and after you losing the other parts. I don't know how this happened, and I don't care. I trust the universe. I lost weight everywhere where I wanted, and I have amazing big boobs like never whole my life, for free. Not free, because cost me like around 2 years to lose that weight and everything. I put effort, but I believed in the universal guidance. So I was doing everything what my guides was telling me. Just trust, do work, don't give up, don't be negative about yourself, trust. And I get extra beautiful boobs. And now, and I was thinking like, I feel good with myself. Why I need to hide something such a beautiful? And I received that gift from the universe, and this is the part of me. And I saw so many nice tops. Why I don't wear them? Because it's Monday? Because it's not right? Because I have beautiful boobs and I shouldn't show them? I don't do show off for others. I do this because I love this beautiful top. I love open top like that. And when I have beautiful something here for myself, and others can also enjoy that, I'm saying the way, like, they're passing or something like that. The point is, the way how I'm feeling now and free with myself is like I'm doing these things for myself and they working, but without any blockages in my mind, without any confusion, without, oh, you don't deserve, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that. And I was today at school because I'm also studying, and I was thinking, the teachers, the other students, and during the day, and I'm with my boobs out. And the old me wanted to say, oh, this is not the right place. Excuse me? My new self said, excuse me? Not the right place for what? This is first thing, this is not a crime. If somebody doesn't like that, this is their issues. If somebody thinks this is not appropriate, this is this person issues. This is this person small belief, or maybe they have something, some kind of negative thoughts about themselves, and that's why they put pressure on others. And the new me said, absolutely no. You have beautiful top. This is your color. I love blue. I love the way how I look. I went 10 a.m. looks like that, and you know what? Without any guilt of looks good, feeling good, I just enjoyed myself during the day. And why I'm saying that? I'm saying that to show you, when you really trust the process, when you really believe it, doesn't matter how messy, how shitty it looks today, doesn't matter how not possible or difficult it looks today, everything is possible. A few years ago, I had lots of different kind of struggles. I had extremely big issues with acne, and not only acne. I had lots of bacteria on my hands and my legs, but really, my skin was destroyed on my face, all my arms, my legs. It was like crazy. For a few years, I couldn't wear short things open, or even to go out. My face, it was fully damaged. Look now, I supposed to have million scars. The struggles which one I had, oh my god, it was crazy. I had this really bad skin conditions, but really scary ones, and I was like damaging them even more. And look now. But I was visualizing for a long time, like I was seeing like all this mess on I have shiny skin. I was like literally healing that on energetical level. I was manifesting that. I was just trusting. I was doing what the universe was telling me. In the right moment, the right doctor. I tried few medicines, they doesn't work. In the right moment, when I was more ready, I did small step, for example, with the doctor. He gave me the rubbish meds. I tried, it was like itching me, even more confused. I couldn't take them even regularly because this was very hard for me to do. But I took them for like 2 months and I stopped. After again, when I felt better, I asked them again, listen, this doesn't work. Give me something different. Before I found the right one with him, we tried like 4 different medicines. But the universe was telling me, believe, trust, believe, trust, we're working on it. Think as positive as possible. I was I was searching the healing music for healing music, healing vibrations for the healing, for the skin condition, healing the skin conditions, and to healing my body. I was doing crazy things. This sounds like silly, but all these things brought me to the right medicine. And look now. If I could tell you, I went in my country to the private dermatologist. I showed her my skin, my legs, my arms, and she said, fuck, in 25 years on me being the dermatologist, I never ever saw anybody destroyed like that. The skin, bacteria and everything. Can you imagine? She was in shock. She looked at me like in the zoo. She said, how this is possible? Because I had lots of different issues about which I didn't mention her at that time. But the point is, it took me time, but small things. I went in the private doctor in my country, or I went in the GP. I was going for this doesn't work, this doesn't work, this doesn't work. I was thinking, nothing gonna, I never gonna be looks normal. And the universe, believe, trust, don't give up, don't give up. I missed so many days without taking the medicines, and they couldn't work proper. They said, today you feel better, just take it, just take it. And still I was putting lots of healing music, lots of imagination and visualization, like I have shiny beautiful skin. Look now, I have even the picture of my sister wedding. My sister wedding. I have two sisters. This was the first wedding of my sister, like a pure, nice, proper wedding, and it was like 40 degrees that day. Everybody was hot, but my skin condition was so damaged. I had long black sleeve with the nice, beautiful dress because I couldn't open that to do the pictures because I could destroy her day, because everything when you look at the picture you could see the things which I had. And I trusted. I was doing the things like the universe was telling me, small thing, go through, doesn't matter how shitty it looks, just do it, just trust, just continue. Today you have bad day, be kind. Okay, waiting room. Remember, if you want to be negative about yourself, say I'm in the phase when I am in the waiting room. In the right moment you're gonna start do something. And now I have such a shiny skin. My skin is glowing because even I didn't put the outside the medicines for the skin. In the meantime, before I realized, I was doing the proper energetic healing on my skin, and I don't have even one scar. One, this is like crazy. Plus, my skin is shining. People are asking me what I'm doing. It's like miracles happening. But if we kind to ourselves, especially when we struggle, and by that, and then by manifesting, seeing that good things in my life, I changed a lot. I changed the lots of addictions, different one. I changed extremely heavy depression without medicines. It was like crazy, lots of things in one go, and lots of different kind of shitty, messy issues, But the most important thing, I was putting lots of healing music from the last few years. They changed my life. I never believe, bullshit, yeah, healing music for depression. Yeah. But I did that small thing in the background. I was here complaining, but this was doing their own job. Every time when the universe told me, be kind to yourself, healing music was working here. Instead of complaining, I was okay, just calm. Okay, I believe, I trust, I have beautiful skin, I'm healthy, I'm this, I'm that. And before I realized, nothing can stop you if you really, really believe in that, if you really want. Even if you don't believe today, that's fine. Don't push pressure on yourself. Tomorrow, after tomorrow, in 2 weeks' time, in few weeks, you're gonna be feeling better with yourself and you're gonna gain the strength. Allowed yourself to change mind, like also when I was saying like to change your mind, like I was, because I'm Polish, and I was saying only Polish guys, I never gonna be dating guy from different country. I was sure about that. I could lose the hand, only Polish guys, and that's it. And after time, never it worked with the Polish guy, and I decided, you know what, if this doesn't work for me from whole my life, you know what, I gonna change that. From now on, no Polish guys. And don't say they bad, I'm saying just this was my own experience. And I tried different cultures, different type of guys from the world, and this was the best what I could do ever for myself. It was hard for me to change in my mind. Like before I was saying never just Polish guys. I had like a blockage there, and it was hard for me because all my friends, everybody, my family, everybody was knew it. Like, you always was saying just the Polish guys, and now you're dating guy from this country, from this country, from this country, different skin, different culture. Are you crazy? Because in that time I had only Polish friends and family, but I need it. I needed some kind of change. I needed this doesn't work for me. And I had new rule, no more Polish guys. And from that time, it took years. From at least like the last, my partner, it was Polish. It was like before COVID we split. It's like 7 years already. Yeah, because 1 year before. And and I don't date Polish guys anymore. I don't say they bad. They're amazing in many ways. But I had enough of that kind of experience in my life. And I tried different things in romantic area. Not all of them was amazing. Plenty of them it was very strange. But the point is, I learned a lot about myself, and I experienced a lot different things, uh, even in the romantic place, in my life. And that change, it was one of the best which one I experienced. And the universe wants you, darling, change the decision about something. If you don't know what to do, how to move, if you sure about, oh, I never do this, I never, because I promised to myself, and everybody knows, like I said, I always was saying that I never gonna do that. Change that. When you change that, this showed me lots of power, because I felt like, oh shit, like my friends know I never gonna be dating different guys than just Polish ones. And you feel shame, a little bit guilty how this looks now, how they gonna be looking at me strange and whatever. And I passed that phase in my life, and now I don't give a shit what others think about me. I'm the happiest girl because I try different things, and I'm open for the whole world of guides for me, not just one segment, one culture. I open myself to the whole world of different type of guys and experiences, and this learned and taught me a lot about myself. I couldn't even imagine. And this was one of the best moments in my life when I changed something, like I was saying, no, I never do that, because I was always saying that whole my life. And I break through that pattern. I break through that negative decision, and I took the risk. And this risk allowed me to know what, to have the big realization about, actually, I'm allowed to change my mind. We know about that, but know and do that, especially when people around you, they know about that, this is different story. And you know about what I'm talking, because many times you wanted to do something different, but you knew it, others know you normally do this the other way, and you stopped and you did something what you didn't want just because of it. When you transform that in yourself, this gonna show you how this is like you grab, like you take back the control of your life, like you breaking through these limitations, but this limitation just in your head. Even if somebody from your family or from your friends or colleagues gonna say, oh, you always were saying you don't be doing that, and now you're doing that, you know what, they're gonna say this one twice, and they forget about that, and they don't give a shit bigger about that. That's the real. But you gonna transform in such a powerful energetical level, like inside level of you, because this gonna give you like a kick, like, oh my god, why I'm blocking myself with such a silly things, just because I was saying I never gonna do this, I never go there, I never gonna try wearing that things. Why? Because you put that in your head. Okay, this was working for you 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, but you're not anymore that person, and you don't want to be that person. Then why now you allow these small things from the past to control, to took over you? Because few people who they're gonna be judging you by that. Darling, that's the small change which one you can try to do in your life today, to make to feel better with yourself, and to find a better direction for yourself and move forward. I hope this helped you at least a little bit, and I wish you the best on that journey. And remember, I'm with you, and there's plenty people in your situation, and we all can learn from each other and motivate each other. And that's why I'm sending you that kind of good energy and belief in you. No matter how shitty it looks today, it's just the progress. It's just the process. It's just the waiting room. believe, do something small. And before you realize, you're gonna be free. All right, ciao.